Hi everybody, how you doing? It's me, Taylor. We're back with more streams tonight, and more Pillars of Eternity. Yeah, not much to say. It's a fun game. I really like it. It's the first time I've streamed the same game like 4 or 5 times in a row. It's been a long time since I've done that. But here we are. So let's do it. This one. There we go. Shit. There we go. Let's go. We've completed a couple of quests here in the Deception Bay area. We've especially helped out a...
Hey.
Where the hell are we? Oh, that's right. We were working on this lighthouse. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we did. Maya. The proprietress. Nice.
Hey.
Okay, we've been killing some ghosties here. We got more to kill, though.
I've got this. It's done.
That's right, I got killed when I came up here. Because this part is tough.
Following your lead.
You better.
Hey.
What is going on with my view count these days? It's absurd. There's no way. There's no way. Can't start with 16 people. Hi, if you're here. Whatever.
Hey.
Okay.
Stand still.
Gotta unload, yo. Gotta do it. No, man, we gotta move out of here. There we go.
What?
Yep, that'll work fine. Hopefully. Unload, yo. Spectre's near death, that's good. Let's see, what else can we do?
The Faru beyond seek.
Very nice. Kill them all, team. Too easy.
Hey. Leave it to me.
Yeah?
Well, that's not my fault. Alright, we won the fight. Good for us.
All right then.
Alright then. There's another one down here though, yeah.
Brave thou see not believe.
Whatever, dude. It's fine.
All right then.
Hello? Hello?
Steady does it.
Sorry, these sleeves right up. I don't mean to show my lack of guns all the time. It's not my intent.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Indeed. Selected correspondences of Giftbringer Aiden. Interesting. Do I not already have this? Evacuation notice. Hold on. Where did that go? Shit. Shitty shit shit. Where'd it go? Here we go. The notice is stiff with Agent Salt. Adiran reinforcements advancing immediate evacuation of Andra's gift by order of Duke Hadre.
Hey.
Okay. We will continue to move up. This guy needs some
What?
help.
Following your lead.
I could probably rest up and be pretty happy with myself.
Hey.
Let's chance it. Just because I'm that stingy, even though I have no reason to be. Because there's a million camps that I could potentially... Hello, Lilith. Shrieking sobs pierce your ears and rattle the musty rafters of the lighthouse. They emanate from the spectral figure of a woman hovering in the middle of the room. Each heave of her shoulders unleashes another hair-raising wail. I guess I will get closer. As you approach, the spirit's cries take on a threatening edge. The swirling mist around its legs ripples with movement. The black pits of his eyes level momentarily with yours. I wish I had perception. Get closer. Spirit's screaming grows louder and louder. Its sunken face distorts, twisting into a long gaping mouth filled with jagged teeth. If anything were to be able to quell the spirit's rage, it would appear not to be you. Get closer. Rage boils through the ghostly figure. It rushes forward, its jaws wide. Damn. Well, if only I could have perceived better.
Brave thou...
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, we're fucked. No idea what to do about this. Okay, I know exactly what to do about this. I know exactly what to do. Leave and camp, because I can't do this with my current situation being what it is. Sure. Yeah. Okay. We're in good shape.
Hey. All right then.
Mm-hmm. I love having lots of these. Just keep doing it, man. Don't ever stop. Nice. Kana Chance Blessed was Wingrith, quickest of his tribe. Thanks. Because I believe that's exactly what just brought back all of our stamina. A bunch of us are paralyzed right now. That's not ideal. You're double paralyzed. You're double frightened. My god. Look at all those debuffs. I think I have a thing to cure that. Let's see. Shock damage, not what I need. Freeze allies in the area effect from granting immunity from the hobbled and struck afflictions. Need more than that. Dire Blessing. That's cool.
Hey.
Okay, we're doing well. I think Lilith is definitely dead. He's basically down. Don't have a thing for you, sir. He is down. That's okay. This, please. Hold on. Do that to you, please. Nice. Excellent work, team. So much respect for you. You're down. That sucks. But we can deal.
We gotta take better care of Bella.
Oof. Great work. Awesome.
Of course.
It was a tough fight, but we did what we had to do.
Let's see what lies this way.
Lilith's Shawl. Friendly aura, +1 stealth, +3 perception. Nice. This cloak feels so light that it's easy to forget you're wearing it. The unmistakable scent of the sea breeze, cool and salty, wafts from the fabric. Though moth-eaten and ragged around the edges, it keeps the chill at bay. Its faded colors seem to blend in with its surroundings. You found this in the lighthouse of Andra's gift. The tower had been uninhabited for a century and a half, and its last occupant, the lighthouse keeper, supposedly died there when the Aedirians invaded. It is rumored that her spirit haunted the tower still, watching for ships on the horizon. I do want that. I would like you to have it. That's fine, but I would rather you have this. Super. I'm thinking of a new color convention here. Let's do it. Going all white. Perfect. Now it looks super cool. We're all Assassin's Creeds.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
And you can still go up, by the way.
Let's
I'm
see
not
this
done yet.
stubborn bastard.
Hello.
I've got this.
You don't have it. Logbook. The logbook expels a plume of dust. Aediran ships on the horizon. The Wailing Banshee. Yeah.
Hey.
Imply I'm not going to try to go up these stairs. Oh, I can't even go up. That's too bad. Maybe they're broken.
Hey.
Ah, well, too bad. We completed our mission. That's what matters.
Hey, old traveler.
There's a spirit upstairs, but I got rid of it. You mean it was true? That place really was haunted? I was sure those laborers were just trying to drive my price up. At least I can finally start building. Here, take this. For your help. And stop by sometime. We got 100 copper. We lost the notice in the logbook. We got a shitload of experience. Nice. Awesome. It's not too bad getting experience in this game.
Hey.
What are you talking about with these things? The Skybreaker. Expires in 1 day, duration 1 turn. For years, an aged wizard has been seen traveling up and down the northwest coast of the Direwood, performing experiments in the middle of terribly violent storms. Locals have never been certain the wizard is taking advantage of the weather, or if she is causing the phenomena herself. In recent months, the wizard has not been seen, but farmers have reported a dark, roiling cloud passing through otherwise clear skies. Okay. I don't know what this means, but we'll do it. That's completed, so now I would like to complete something else, naturally. Security would be good. That would take 3 days. I would prefer to have that when I get back.
All right then.
So we did well. Naptime City.
Good day to you.
I'd really like to go back to our castle and check it out. We're not quite done here yet. More to do. I especially want to go back to daytime. I want to go back to the embassy to see if that paladin is there. She looked awesome, and I want her on our party. I don't know who I'm going to get rid of, though. Probably the Chanter. I really love having this guy in a fight, but I don't really want him around that much. The only reason I'm keeping him around is Vlad says he's good. It's like, oh, I want a different guy. Sure. Why would it take longer? It only took 15 minutes to come here originally. That's bullshit. Nah. I'm not doing that right now. I came the wrong way, by the way. Yeah, this is where I want to be. First fires. Because I want to go to the embassy. You see.
You've been on your...
I've had Ichima.
But you can't talk to him.
My standards changed around year 2.
Love the banter. Oh, you know what I'm thinking now? I'm thinking I need a rainbow coalition here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So you're going to be fully red. You're going to be fully green. You're going to be fully orange. That's fine. You will be blue. And you, sir, will of course be purple. That's better. Now we look like Skittles. I hope she's in here.
Gods keep you.
I don't see her anywhere. It's quite too bad. Oh well. My hopes were dashed.
Who's a good boy? Who needs his belly scratched?
Well, okay. Let's see, I don't think we have a reason to go in there yet. Let's go to Heritage Hill. We haven't been there yet. So the side entrance here. Are you responsible for that? You don't seem that responsible, considering I just went in your side door. a lovely area. Thanks.
Well met, friend.
Hi, Sidley. Any news to share, or are you just here to see the Ducal Palace? What's the Ducal Palace? It's the seat of government here in Defiance Bay. This is where Duke Admeth Hadrit declared freedom from Aediran rule some 150 years ago. It's also a hotbed of regional politics. Trust me, the gossip here beats what you'll find in any tavern or brothel in the city. Ah, Deerwood politics. It changes too quickly to be worth keeping up with. Better to strike up conversation in the taverns than try to loiter inconspicuously in the palace corridors. Who are you? I'm the page here at the palace. I deliver messages and run errands for the Duke and his advisors. The pay's not great, but I can't think of a better introduction to politics. What goes on here? Where to start? We've got meetings, public hearings, and ceremonies, and that's just the stuff that happens out in the open. This is where the Duke and his key advisors work, so there's always someone bartering for a favor. Fortunately, I'm not at liberty to talk about that side of things. But if you want the official version, we have a shrine devoted to Magran, official records, and chambers for public hearings and council meetings. Tell me about the shrine. It's a symbol of Magran's protection of Defiance Bay. She's represented the revolutionary spirit of the Direwood ever since independence, and her involvement in creating the Godhammer bomb only affirmed her importance to us. What kind of records are stored here? Mostly dull official stuff, census counts, tax records, militia registers. Now, I keep my distance. I got curious one day and got drafted into reshelving half of the records. Worst day of my life. Is there a hearing going on right now? Sure is. Duke Avar has been meeting with some of the city leaders for weeks now, trying to figure out how to address the legacy. The whole business is terribly secret, though. I tried to sit in the gallery during my lunch break one day and got turned away. But a lot of the talk concerns animancy, so there's good reason they're keeping the meetings behind closed doors. The legacy? Why would I not know what that is? Waydwin's legacy. That's what a lot of people call the Rash of Hollowborn. Why is animancy so controversial? Where to begin? Traditionalists think it's a crime against the gods. There's no question that poking around in souls is risky, but the more progressive elements believe it's our only shot at restoring healthy births. And it doesn't help matters that animancy research often involves holding within relics that were illegally looted from ruins in Air Glanfath. I know what Hollowborn are. What do you think about animancy? Me, I think the real danger of animancy is confusing a real scholar with an expensive fake. We get a new case here every day. Some poor couple in the gift or copper lane who spent every copper they had on a miracle cure for their unborn child. It never works. Breaks your heart, but there's usually nothing we can do for them. Yeah, I'm not that fresh. Tell me about the current Duke. That'd be Avar Wolfgren. Don't let the title fool you, though. Our dukes have been elected since independence. Some find Duke Avar rather coarse. He's a frontier noble. Personally, I think a rough and tumble type is just what Defiance Bay needs. Goodbye. Okay, so that was not that interesting. Hey, Furka.
Hello.
The woman's head is bowed as her lips move in prayer. Just as you approach, you catch her glimpsing at the statue near her. She notices you and forces a smile. Praise be to Magran. Welcome to her temple. How may I be of service? You seem upset. Her shoulders slump. This is about the fires, isn't it? She puts a hand on your shoulder. They're just symbols. You can't put your faith in them. The fires? The sacred pyres all around town. You must have seen the statues of the goddess around the city, holding up empty braziers. I've kept them burning steadily for 15 years, but I haven't been able to conjure them for months now, and people need to see them more than ever these days. So go light them again. I see plenty of flames here. They don't work that way. They're holy fires. It's my devotions and prayers that keep them lit, but lately, when I try to pray, all I can think about are the Hollowborn all over the city, the grieving families, the refugees. She shakes her head. How can Magran allow us to suffer like this? What strength do we gain from a soulless child? Durantz grunts with disdain. What strength do we gain from adversity, from trial and test? The fires don't wither because she lacks in faith. They wither because she does not understand how to be faithful to Ahura. Hey, Ahura wants neither praise nor devotion. Ahura wants to be compensated for her services. And Magran is paid and pleasured in sweat and struggle and pain. This mewling imbecile is unworthy of Magran's womanly heat. Yeesh! Durance. Oh my god, what a weirdo. A fucking incel over here. This is shaking your faith. But I believe Magran may be speaking to me again. She frowns. You're also devout, aren't you? Surely you can understand what I'm about to tell you. I am a priest, after all. Lately I've been seeing visions, a place in the wilderness with pools filled with sunbursts of color, strange falls that seem to rise to the heavens even while they splash into the earth. And behind the falls is a cave filled with fire and heat and danger and some token of my goddess. I know there's something there, but where it is or how I'd get there, she shakes her head. I've been meaning to ask around at the expedition hall to see if anyone recognizes the description. To be honest, though, I don't know what I'd do even if I found the place. Worthless, like so many of Magran's flock, afraid of her god's tests. If Magran speaks to her, it is to hasten an end to an hypocrite's life, and this vision is surely a death trap for the weak. Yeesh! What's the significance of the pyres? They symbolize Magran's power and guidance, and right now the people of Defiance Bay need to be assured of her presence. Our neighbors in the Valian Republic see us as superstitious, but we're just sensitive to the signs and warnings of the gods. Something else? Tell me about the temple. Magran is the most revered goddess among us. Okay. Goodbye. Always something to do. Look at all these quests. Oh my god.
Hey.
Hi, records keeper.
Good day, stranger.
Yeah, what's going on? A taciturn man with graying hair pores over a tome he's just withdrawn from one of the shelves. He glances up at you with baggy eyes. Is there something I can pull for you? I'm looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War, trying to find out what happened to someone. Am I? We've had a number of queries about such information. I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the public. Seems there are still quite a number of folk in Direwood who bear ill will toward Raid Sarens. It would be irresponsible to surrender the names to just anyone. Many came to settle here as refugees. Perhaps if you were more established in Defiance Bay, things would be different. I see, but I have no reason to suspect you to be any different from the others. I need more rep. I've come a long way. I just need to find out about my brother. I don't even know what side he fought for. Okay. Goodbye. Yep. I need more rep. I don't know where I can review my rep. If anywhere.
You must gather your party before...
Hi, kitty. Yes, you're good, kiddos. What do you want, Mac? Let's go here. Best turn around, traveler. Well, I'm actually not that mad.
Gods keep you.
Sorry, but this district's closed by order of the Duke. How do I get inside? Trust me, you don't want to. But if you're really set up on seeing for yourself, I suppose you'd have to get permission from Wyla at the keep in First Fires. Huh. Put some coin, get the gate open. Look, we could get in a lot of trouble for this, but then it's not like you could make things worse in there. 1,000? Jeez, I'll open the gate and then look the other way. Don't bother trying to bargain us down. That money will make sure our families are okay if we're found out. Jeez. Let's see here. I don't know if I want to do this because I don't even know what's in here. Never mind. What's going on in there? Even if I were allowed to tell you, I don't rightly know. All I can say is, whatever it is, started about 2 months ago. The guards that closed the gate talked of something unnatural that still wakes them in the middle of the night. I don't want to know any more than that. Naturally. Okay, I'm gonna go back there. Because I want to see my new house. Want to see it.
Walls need some work before this place is secured. My husband could fix them right up.
Could they? The cat's trying to get into the drawers right over there because that's where her treats are. Look at that, it looks slightly nicer. Palace Messenger. Greetings, milady. I bear an urgent message from Chancellor Warren of Defiance Bay. He requests that you meet with him at your earliest convenience in the Ducal Palace. I was just there. Your claim on Caed Nua has been called into question by the Gathman family. Oh, fuck off. Earl Baedmar has issued a ruling on the matter, but both you and Lord Gathman must be present. Tell me about Lord Gathman, an old Adarian lineage, I believe. The former Lord... Here's the Lord of the Rings music. The former lord of this stronghold, a distant relative of Lord Gathman, allied himself with the losing side during the War of Defiance. Caed Nua is mine. The Gathman family disagrees, as your claim is not based on lineage. An official ruling is required to remedy this dispute. Who's the Chancellor? An arbiter of legal matters for Earl Baedmar of the Grasp. I'll go meet him then. The Chancellor will await you in the records room of the Ducal Palace in First Fires. He bows and then strides away. Okie dokie. Trust all is well. What's the state of the keep? Let's see here. Finished in 16 hours. Very nice.
Hey.
Hey. That's all there is to do here. Well, okay. At least we got the quest, right? That's important.
A few repairs and this keep will be a sight to see.
I agree. It's going to look nice. Stop everything. What do I want to do first? Crucible Keep in First Fires. The Keeper of the Armory. Okay. So I have to go to the Crucible Keep in First Fires.
Hey.
That's fine. That's just fine. I would like some more security for sure. So I'm at 8 and 6. Towers would be kind of a middle. Upgrading the towers will grant a perception bonus when resting at Bright Hollow. Nice. We have Bright Hollow. Fascinating. Can do any one of these, huh? Purchasing this upgrade will restore the lab. Home is only as comfortable as its hearth. Restoring yours return a semblance of order to the keep. It's cute. This is Woodland Trails. The Woodland Trails surround the domain of your keep. Upgrading them will grant both a Constitution and Athletics bonus. Oh, that's cute. You know, it's nice. The Warden's Lodge watches over the wilds near the stronghold. Upgrading the lodge will grant a bonus to the survival skill. Upon resting at Bright Hollow, as well as provide access to the Warden, who offers high-level bounties. Nice. A hedge maze. That's fun. Creates an obstacle. They can't get through a hedge maze. It's hilarious. I guess I will do... I'll just do this one. It's not all that sexy, but I would like to have it. It's the palace. Where's the keep? That must be it. Okay. In we go.
Good day, stranger.
Justikar Aldmar. Aldmar gives you an appraising eye. Judging by the scars on his face, he's lucky to be able to do that much. Every day we get more from the hinterlands pouring into Defiance Bay. Keeps us busy on the watch, it does. You look like you recently arrived yourself. Who are you? Soldier of the Crucible Knights, and proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep so that Commander Cliver can focus on more important matters. Looking for something? What goes on in the keep? This is the headquarters of the Crucible Knights, so it's where we store arms and armor as well as where many of our soldiers bunk. Commander Cliver's in the back, making plans as usual. You'll find the forge at the west end of the building, along with our master smith, Dunstan. There's also a shrine to the Golem, if you're a praying type. Tell me about the Knights. We're the defenders of Defiance Bay. We're not exactly a formal knighthood, but don't tell Commander Cliver I said that. We were the first organized militia to oppose Aediran rule, and today we're the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by that critter out in Dunrid Row. What's this about Dunrid Row? Just a requirement of the Crucible Knights, so the higher-ups know there's nothing messy built into your soul's past. Keeping the ranks pure is fine by me. I just wish they were more careful in hiring their ciphers. What's wrong with their ciphers? He shifts his weight and glances at the empty halls. They're mostly Orlans. I'm sure they're talented enough, but sure you can't trust them. You sure just can't trust them. Hostility's in their nature, and they learned to hide it over the years. All I'm saying is they should at least be supervised by other folk. That's reasonable enough, isn't it? You're wrong. That's a horrible thing to say. If people treated them better, you wouldn't have to worry about them being so hostile. Ooh. I'm just speaking the truth. Nowadays, it seems that's the biggest crime of all. That's all. What a weirdo.
Hey.
Battle. Hey, it's Wyla. The Justicar's gaze flicks over to you briefly before returning to the novitiates gathered in the training hall. If this is about patrols, my novitiates are already stretched to their limit. Between the refugee influx and the mess of Heritage Hill, I simply don't have any units to spare. I'm sorry, was there something else you need? Is something wrong at Heritage Hill? What isn't wrong is the real question. A whole district of walking, flesh-eating corpses. We sealed the area 2 months ago, and just after I lost one of my finest commanders there, and yet this is the second guard rotation to disappear. There are already enough rumors about the place floating around the keep, without my soldiers whispering about those disappearances. I just as soon as abandoned the district, but if those monsters should find a way out, I could look into it. She steps back and regards you. After what I've just told you, you want to go into Heritage Hill? I've lost trained soldiers there. Why should I let anyone in? If people are disappearing, someone's got to figure out what's happening. I've got nothing to lose. Your trained knights have nothing on me. Just seems like you could use the help. That's true. What's the harm in letting me try, right? Well, we got to figure it out. If you're so eager to rush to your death, I won't stop you. And if you somehow are able to put a stop to this, well, sure. You've got my permission to enter Heritage Hill. I'll send word to the guards at the gate. Nice. I didn't have to pay $1,000. Tell me about the hill. It used to be one of the most prestigious districts in Defiance Bay, but a few months ago the residents all went mad and started eating each other and anything else that had the bad luck to wander into the district. I've never seen anything like it. Now every novitiate stands guard there. Everyone that comes back, anyway, talks of the stench of the grave and the groans of unspeakable horrors. Gross. She holds up one plate-clad finger. That's why and how. The why and how are questions for the Animancers. I've sealed the district in hopes of containing whatever happened there. It seems to be working for now. There's nothing else. What do you do here? I'm in charge of the Keep's novitiates. I'm responsible for their training and patrol assignments. They're good soldiers, and they've been quick to adapt to new challenges. Farewell. New tasks, quests, all the good shit.
Nice and quiet.
Penhelm's affidavit. Look what I found. Yep, quest updated. Curran, a cipher duly appointed, now employed by Dunwood Road, does hereby certify that novitiate A.M. Penhelm has been found to have a soul free of any subversive influence or tainted essence. The scroll is stamped with a seal. Very nice. I found an affidavit that confirms the lineage of Penhelm's soul. It is signed by Curran, a cipher of Dunwood Row. Okay, why does that matter to me?
Hey,
Hey.
I've got this. It's done.
Man, I want to steal all the things. All your shit becomes mine.
I've got this. It's done.
Okay, hi, Dunstan. What's
If
your
this is
deal?
about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week.
What do you do
I'm
here?
a forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too.
Tell me about the
We were
knights.
all smiths back in Hodred's day, though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. We're a fearsome fighting force, though these days I think Cleaver takes more pride in our parade formations.
He thinks himself a progressive man, but he's obsessed with soul lineages and connections to the Deerwoods heroes of old. Well, other than Dunwood Row, who really knows about any of that, though? Building strong pillars, really the strongest. I hope they last a long time, maybe eternity, if possible. How are you, Tiger? Goodbye. Boop. Okay, there's not really a good reason for me to be here right now. Oh, look at you guys. You sleep in one big room. That's adorable.
I've got this. It's done. Let's see this stubborn bastard. It's done.
We'll take experience. Getting chores done. Very nice. Very nice. Yep. Just decided to have a nice little short stream today.
It's done.
Oh, man. I want all their monies.
I've got
I
this.
don't steal. I just create opportunities
It's done.
for other people to steal. How am I doing? I'm just fine. Yep. Just having a nice Sunday night. Nice and chill. The way we like it.
Steady does it.
Hope you're well. Hope your holidays will be bright very soon. I now have plans for Christmas, so that was good. Didn't know if I was gonna, but now I do. Correct. Whew. Okay.
Adair, you have said you fought in the Saints' War, but for which side? I didn't mean anything by
The one
it.
that blew up my god.
Imagine a man with a head made of fire and light could be very convincing.
funny thing about Deerwoodans. With all that fire and light, they just treated him like another authority figure.
There's been so much character dialogue, it's been insane. So, hold on. I'm not done in here. I did not get the item that I needed to get. I'm gonna have to steal at least one thing. I have to steal his breastplate. I don't know where it is. Stealing every once in a while isn't so bad. Yeah, I'm looking for this guy's breastplate. Don't know where it'd be. Oh, there's Penhelm. Okay. Let's talk to this guy.
Greetings.
Are you looking for something? Does the name Osric sound familiar? If you've got any self-respect, you won't associate with him, or with any of his new friends at the Expedition Hall, for that matter. Scamps and delinquents, the lot of them. What's the story between you two? Osric has always held some controversial opinions, but they went overlooked for the longest time because his family has such an extensive history of service to the Crucible Knights. He frowns and crosses his arms. He finally went too far. He had the gall to suggest that we had strayed too far from our roots, that some of our officers were beginning to resemble Ader nobility. He rubs a spot on his bracer with a silk handkerchief. He would have us all wear rough spun and fight with forge hammers. I merely reported his statements. If knights obsessed over their past, they wouldn't have grown into the fighting force they are today. That history made the knights what they are now. You can't just cast it aside. We've outgrown that past. Sometimes you need to move on. Outgrown it like an old sealskin coat? You adapt with the time, sure, but that's a bit naive. Thank you, Sagani. You're so helpful. He says your affidavit is a forgery. Just what would he know about that? It's perfectly convenient for him to cast aspersions. What with his pedigree in the Knights? He folds his arms. It's a lie, of course. Is that his breastplate you're wearing? It was. He looks down and admires it. It became property of the Crucible Knights when he was discharged. Now it's mine. And it's not for sale, if that's what you're wondering. Now every day you can find armor. Not every day you can find armor that was used in the rebellion. I don't know why we got 336 experience twice, but we did, so that's nice. Enough about Osric. Tell me about the Knights of the Crucible. We're the primary defenders of Defiance Bay. I know that. Now we're the most prestigious company of soldiers in the Direwood. If you can forget about the burn, okay. How does someone become a knight? We don't just take anyone. Our members share soul legacies with the very men and women who defended this land a century and a half ago. Anyhow, Commander Cliver is responsible for initiations, but he rarely accepts foreigners. Farewell. Okay. Curran, the cipher who signed off on Penhelm's affidavit, works at Hadrit House in Brackenbury. You should know for certain whether or not the affidavit is genuine. Okay.
Hey.
So I'm not going to kick the shit out of this guy like I normally do. I'm actually going to use okay, great. I'm going to use some sneaky tactics to go ahead and get the job done. Sweet. Well, let's go to Brackenbury then. This will be our first trip there. Let's go.
Hey, you think we could get another dog? Keep this one company? Just a thought.
He loves dogs. I love how much he loves dogs. He gives our fox scritches, and then he gives our actual dog scritches. Animaster just having a smoke. Hi, Nedden.
Hello.
Hi. A woman stands in the shade of the garden, muttering to herself. She's fixated on the pages of a large and well-worn tome. Seemingly oblivious to the blooming flowers and the cool, fragrant breeze, she only looks up when your shadow crosses her page. Do you mind? I'm rather busy. What are you busy with? She snaps her book shut. I'm studying soul attachment. We all know that souls move into people at birth and out of them at death, but we still have a lot of questions about what makes them stick, so to speak. What do you mean about making them stick? Souls power bodies and give their tissues life, but only when they're firmly attached. It's separation that leads to a whole spate of soul-related ailments, including the Hollowborn. But if we understood how to reattach souls, we could end Waidwin's legacy, maybe even conquer death. That's the theory, anyway. Unfortunately, I don't have all the research I need to put it into practice. What exactly do you need? There's a manuscript called The Theorems of Pangram. It contains research from Pangram's experiments on detached souls. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries is rumored to have a copy in the Elder Archives. Pangram's work is considered to be one of the more daring animancy texts, not something generally circulated among novices, nor easy to get a hold of. I wonder if we might have a peek at it. The theorems could advance my research by leaps and bounds, but Grimda, the High Archivist, worships Whale, which means she has some paradoxical views on sharing and restricting knowledge, and since she's not exactly a proponent of animancy, she tends to restrict the kinds of information that would be useful to me. Maybe she could be persuaded. You're welcome to try, but you wouldn't be the first. Look at me spilling my troubles. It's kind of you to listen, but I should really get back to my work. Tell me about yourself. I'm an animancer. Okay, great. I know what Wademan's legacy is. Tell me about the theorems of Pangram. Oh my god, such as... Tell me about the theorems of Pangram. Pangram was an animancer working in the Direwood. He had some interesting theories about essence and some rather innovative techniques for studying it. He was able to reattach souls to bodies after death, although he wasn't able to prevent his patients from degenerating. He was controversial, to say the least, but many are starting to realize that he was merely ahead of his time. What do you mean by degenerating? Well, there seems to be a tiny problem with reattaching souls after death. The bodies will reanimate and may even retain memories and personality, but they develop a hunger for flesh, living soul-infused flesh. Oh, nice. Without it, they start to devolve, decaying mentally and physically. If the process goes too far, which eventually does, they become mindless corpses, attacking anything that moves. We haven't figured out a way to avoid that. That is more than an inconvenient side effect. You've reproduced an unnatural curse with little to show for it. That sounds like necromancy. Nonsense. Necromancy is magic. This is science. She emphasizes the last word. So did I. Very nice. Why doesn't Grimdal lend you the books? Okay. Some knowledge is best kept under lock and key. Aloth, you're such a prude. You're always clutching your pearls. It's pathetic. I'd like to know about the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. You'll find it in the Copperlane District. It's dedicated to the god of secrets and revelations. Most importantly, it houses the largest and most expansive library in Direwood. Well, that settles it. We simply must go see it, right? What are the Elder Archives? They hold the rarest, most arcane, and most powerful texts in the Direwood. Think of it as the inner sanctum of the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. That's all I want. Are you the animancer who's been buying relics from Imatel? I don't know who you're talking about, but I work with theories, not rocks and potsherds. Okay, I'll leave you alone. New quest. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 quests. My god. Why?
Nice and quiet.
Well, at least this place is much smaller. House Domental. Sanitarium. Let's see, the Charred Barrel. I actually don't know where I'm going at all. Guess I'll go in the Sanitarium. Sanitarium, that's what the sign says right there. Black and white. Hi, Verna. Oh, she has a cool soul. We haven't read one today. It's kind of a long one, but we'll read this one. Whew, you sense a strange divide in this woman's soul, an unnatural boundary between two opposed wills. You see the woman pausing by a roadside to hand something to the driver of a stopped wagon. These herbs should help with the party's sickness, she tells him. You can find more along the road, easy to spot with their serrated leaves. But avoid the ones with the green berries. It's a different species, toxic. He thanks her and offers her coin, but she waves him off, explaining that she is merely doing what her order asks of her. He nods and she heads off down the road as he begins to hungrily consume the herb. You see the woman searching alongside the road now, the wagon just up the path. You realize you have skipped backward in her memory. She sets her eyes on a plant with serrated leaves and green berries. She picks several handfuls, tearing the berries off one by one and tossing them to the ground. She nudges them off the path into the brush quickly with her boot without looking down, as if to hide them from her own sight, before striding back toward the wagon, hands outstretched. What the fuck was that about? You murderer lady? Why did you do that? Weird. Oh no. Nastique poetry. Well, she might like it. The expedition. I move. There is no compulsion. It is not a need, but something pulls. I cannot deny its draw. The white wends out past my vision. Its fierce eyes watch me as I move. The wolf tracks my step, a silent companion who will not join. All is blank. The pale expanse lies before and behind. I search. The miles pass, and still my feet move. My hunt continues unabated. The landscape returns my gaze, unaffected by my presence. The snow falls, needles driven by the wind, Its cold teeth bite my skin. The snow gathers, its hands around my feet. A fierce opponent who will not relent. All is white. My journey continues. I travel. I can no longer stop. A true compulsion forms. The need drives me on. I must see. The sun breaks through the gray. Its unrelenting gaze thaws me. My body warms under its touch. Frigid limbs move again and carry me farther. All is empty. The breath of existence is my destination. Ooh, fancy stuff. The most unfortunate tale of Favi and Bernard, of Filane tragedy. Oh, that's too long. Hi, Armid. No, I don't want to read your shit. What's going on here? Extend a formal invitation. See to it that the necessary preparations are made. Is that statue speaking? Head Warden Ethelmar, a well-maintained statue of a middle-aged man, presides over the room, looking down and blinking over the bustle of harried academics pestered by the hopeful desperate. A strong warmth emanates from it that you can sense from across the room. There is a human soul stored beneath the stonework. You feel its attention towards you. It has been some time since a watcher graced these halls. His voice echoes deeply, rumbling the floor beneath you. I am envious of your natural insights, traveler. I can only imagine how it might have helped me, my work in life. Now, what is it that has brought you to my sanitarium? Are you the animancer that's been buying relics from Imato? There's a large and rather notorious black market for uncataloguing myth and relics. I stay far away from it. Okay, I'm sure everyone's telling me the truth. I'm curious as to how you've come to be in your present state. In the statue, you mean? Well, he laughs. I was old, and it seemed wrong to me. A lifetime spent in pursuit of discovery, only to lose it all in death? Somewhere, someday, I would wake up in a new body, none the wiser, and pursue a different course entirely. All that experience wasted. If we are ever to unearth the principles behind our existence, it will be in spite of our condition. Of that I am quite sure. To live on as part of something I helped build seemed to me a better legacy than what nature had in store. The transfer itself was quite simple as our techniques go, and for that I am grateful. Playing with souls is far easier to accept when they are not your own. I do not miss being able to take an active role in the scholarly efforts here. Now and again, one of our animancers will humor me and consult over some problem, but they are a jealous breed and are too often afraid to collaborate. If you are considering it yourself, I can tell you that it isn't for the easily bored. Tell me about the sanitarium. History lesson? A rare pleasure. Most come in here only concerned with cheating death in one way or another. We are an old institution as Direwood goes. This is our 94th year. As with many cities, the growth of Defiance Bay brought with it a host of problems. One of the worst was those born with, shall we say, ill-favored souls came to populate the streets in droves, thus the sanitarium. Brackenberry was a natural fit. It was growing, but there was only a lot of money here back then. There was also a lot of money back here back then. This place owes its survival to the curiosities of the wealthy more than anything, I think. Our founding came at a time of great suspicion in animancy, much like today. So much progress has been lost to the mishaps of a few careless practitioners. But in time it was forgotten, as all things are. Since then we have been at the forefront of animancy's resurgence. We have played host to many gifted researchers and pushed the boundaries of our knowledge in ways never thought possible. Some of the first safe transferences were done here, and we have pioneered work in soul, purification, lineage analysis, preservation. It's really quite a list, if you'll pardon my pride. Today, I don't say it's exactly the same. There's been some push to shut us down. It comes from Direwood's most excitable denizens, whose minds are more passionate than thoughtful, I'm afraid. People see this legacy, and they say it involves something they don't understand. So it's natural for them to suspect people whose understanding exceeds theirs. It looks to them like we're hiding something. Bye. This man's soul was torn asunder by a bioac. Interesting. We read that. It was good lore.
Nice and slow.
No idea where I'm really going, but it's fun to explore. Yeah. Oh boy. Bella Siege.
Welcome.
Are you a prisoner here? Yeah, it's true. But sometimes you can wind up in a place that you're supposed to be in later. Like, I might be here without a quest or something. So I'm always afraid of that, but whatever. Yeah, that too. Then some badass comes up and pounds you into dust. A woman paces back and forth, her feet crunching on the soft red carpet. She gestures and mumbles to herself, shaking her head as she pores over pages of notes. She almost walks into you. Akosi, here I am, looking so hard for answers in my research that I do not see the kit standing in front of me. What can I do? What do you do here? According to my research grant, I study awakening. Sublimating pre-awakened souls has been one of Animancy's greatest successes. I am working on a method to replicate the process on awakened souls. But the truth is that I find few suitable subjects here. Wademan's legacy has left plenty of awakened souls, but most are too broken for study. I fear I will return to Revue with nothing to show for my efforts. I'm awakened. I've been recalling flashes of a past life. She scratches her chin. Most interesting, but not the kind of awakening I can study, I'm afraid. I need someone whose awakened soul can be triggered with predictable stimuli. Souls such as these tend to manifest as alternate persons in the host. But I thank you for the offer. Something else? Are you the Animancer who's been buying relics? From what? I don't know the place. I'd like to know more about Animancy in the Republics. I actually don't want to know that. It is a dynamic and respected field. Even the Bale Reach incident did little to slow it. People in the Republics are more accepting of risk, less superstitious, ready to try anything that shows promise. It's a shame that so many here are so hostile towards it. It is, but such is the way of the Direwood. The people here are fierce about their sovereignty, but they are not so independent from their Adarian brothers that their Glenfathan neighbors as they would like to think. They rely too much on the mysterious workings of the gods and fear the very advances they need. Goodbye.
Margren's fire casts light in dark places. Margren's fire casts light in dark places.
Okay, this is interesting. I will leave this trunk alone for this right this second before I talk to this guy. An Animancer scribbles feverishly on a parchment scroll while his free hand dances through the air, counting off unseen objects. His lips move in silent discourse. As your shadow falls over a scroll, he looks up at you with mingled perplexity and irritation.
Good day, stranger.
Can I help you? He forces a polite smile. What you working on? My area of focus is wicts. More specifically, how to cure them. What's a wict? A hollowborn who received a transplant in animal soul during infancy. Excuse me? One of Animancy's early efforts to cure the legacy. It was not successful. Why the fuck would you think that would work, idiots? They show signs of developmental abnormalities throughout their childhood. No shit. But when they reach adolescence, they become aggressive, feral, but still victims in need of care. And transplanting animal souls into children seems like an odd solution. I'm with you. We Animancers were trying to do something about the crisis, better than letting it swallow a generation of children. And despite the controversy, it only went so far because, at first, it seemed to work. People called it the salvation. Children that had never been responsive to any kind of stimuli suddenly seemed aware of their surroundings, of their families. The complications don't begin until puberty, but that's when the incompatibilities between body and soul take shape. Children become violent, ravenous. But we paid dearly for our mistake. Put cute little bunny souls in children or something. I promise you. Hedgehogs. They're pretty cute. Angry mobs hunted down Animancers and burned down their homes, with them still inside, often as not. People took to calling it the cruel salvation, and many still loathe us for it, but we wanted to stop the legacy as much as anyone. The public begged for our help, and we did the best we could. I still don't know if it absolves us. Why do you study wicts? What kind of question is that? Just think of all the families that could be healed, the lives that could be restored. What could be more important? His face is reddened, and he turns away from you for a moment. Animancy has an answer here, I know it. It's simply a matter of working it out. I see. Good. He seems eager to return. Alright, have you been buying relics? Who? Don't know who that is. I'm just looking around. Don't touch anything. The sanitarium has a lax visitor policy, but I don't. Goodbye. Mac, get out of here. Go away. Okay, I guess I'm going to check out this trunk. You don't get these screens very often. They're usually pretty special. In the corner of Mordred's lab rests a large weathered trunk. It seems likely to contain something important, if only by virtue of its size. Examine it closely. The lack of dust on the trunk's surface The long scratches on the tile flooring suggest that the trunk is frequently used and moved throughout the lab despite its considerable size. Deep yet narrow gouges score the wood at the edges of the trunk. They look like claw marks. Open that shit. A heavy lock holds the trunk shut. It's too sturdy to break, and the mechanism looks too complicated to pick. You'll need to find the key. Okay.
And what does the flame reveal?
It's not in here, it doesn't look like.
Greetings.
Okie dokie, I understand. Okay, well, hopefully someone has it. Oh no! Whoops. That's the wrong key entirely.
Nice and slow.
Wouldn't mind being better armed so that... What if it takes the client's a little nervous? Not letting me in there. Looks like I cannot advance any further down in this basement. Which is too bad, because there's a lot to see. Can't even pick that lock. That's too bad. Alright, stonewalled, but I want that key. Oh yeah. My cat's scratching inside of an Amazon box right now. I forgot I put a shitload of catnip in the bottom of that thing for her. I guess she finally found it. She's baked. I'll take some cocoa. This reminds me, I never do this. Yeah, all I can craft is potions. I guess some food. We can make it some casserole. Make it a casserole! And some pearlwood chicken. Delicious. Can make some scrolls. Those are okay. Anyway, not something I need to worry about now. Let's go inside the charred barrel, see what we can find. Thriston? Hi, Thriston. The young elf is dressed in gaudy robes that he seems ready to cast off. Gross. Picks at a heavily brocaded sleeve and continually adjusts the gold chain around his neck. Did she send you to run me out of town? You can tell her I'm not going anywhere without that medallion. I told Cyril... Oh, it's Cyril, the prostitute. I wouldn't let her sell it. If that's what you're here about, then save yourself the trouble. Let's see. I'm not after you, but maybe I can help. He pulls a shiny button. That's a relief, but I don't see how. Sarah's a courtesan over at the Salty Mass in Andra's Gift. We've been working together for over a year now. I find a noble with more money than sense, fill him up with liquor, and send him her way. They have a good time, and Cyril takes her fee, and a little extra. Nice. 100 coppers here, a trinket there. It's a bounty for us, and these lords and ladies never notice anything missing. No harm done? You better not try anything with me. Relax, we're just talking. Besides, I'd like to get out of that business. We always split the bounty until a week ago. She takes a necklace off of some noble. It's an Ingwithan medallion, damn near priceless. That relic is sacred to my clan, but she won't part with it for any sum I could afford. And even if I wanted to, I can't go home without it. Her brow furrows in pity. That's a hard thing. I'll see about getting the medallion. Tell me more about your situation. What do you want to know? Tell me about Cyril. She's a courtesan, I know. She does what she has to in order to escape that. Okay. She's a good friend. Without her, I'd probably be living hand to mouth like the rest of the Shattering Spear. But this isn't about her or me. It's about the 40 people in my clan and the way of life we've held to for generations. What makes the medallion so important to you? I grew up in Air Glanfath with the Shattering Spear clan. We Glanfathans have protected Ingwithan ruins for thousands of years. It's the one duty the gods ask of us in exchange for the freedom to live as we please. But treasure hunters looted the ruins in our territory, and we left the wilds we dwelled in for generations. Most of my clanmates scattered to towns around the Direwood and probably live on crusts of bread. Restoring this medallion to the ruins would earn us the gods' forgiveness. The Shattering Spear could go home. This is all rather fascinating, a single medallion to earn the gods' favor, and so return home. Rather reminds me of a story I heard somewhere. Why don't you take your money in return? Of course I could, but that's not the point. A community isn't a place, it's a connection to history and meaning. Like an anchor, defending the ruins for the gods gave us a purpose. Without that, we're adrift. Does this make sense to you? Yeah, sure. He smiles and nods. Then you know what it's like, how to care for something you can't explain. That's all I wanted to ask. Good riddance. I'll see about getting the medallion. You'll find her at the Salty Mass. The only way anyone sees her these days is by paying, so you'll have to go through Maya. But whatever you do, please don't hurt her. Okay. Now I have to pay for her again? I already did that one time. That days. Hi,
Good day,
Abelhart.
stranger.
He's dressed in neat but functional clothes. Well met. What brings you to the Charred Barrel? Is this your place? It's my retirement. It used to be a warehouse back when Brackenbury saw more ship traffic, but it fell out of use when the area became mostly residential. I inherited it from some great uncle who never had any luck pawning it off on my cousins. Now it's the most popular spot in Brackenbury. The nobles come to unwind, the kith from other districts come to mingle. We got a few rough types too, but they behave in here. Besides, their coin's as good as anyone else's. Who are you? I was a cartographer for the Duke for decades. Crossed the White March half a dozen times and mapped most of the ruins of Thane Bog. A good career, but one suited to younger men. When I came back to Defiance Bay for good, Cliver and a few other friends of the Knights helped me get the rights to refurbish this place. There's strong ale, quality entertainment, Farewell. Okay. He didn't have much for me. Hi, Cook. Okie dokie. I don't really see a good reason to go upstairs. These things are so long. Can't read them all. It's not possible. Is a pirate. Oi, pirate. Nice. Some free money. There's a million of these guys. Mort du Geste. You see a group of children shouting, twisted laughter erupting from two small mouths. An eyeless boy, face grown over with strange black tusks, cowers against a log. His small shoulders shake as he whispers to himself, trying to block out the relentless trail of insults. Freak, monster, death head, the boy stays long after the children leave. You see the same eyeless boy, now a man, many years later. Another group crowds him, but this time it is an audience. He tells a long joke about a ghost and a privy, and by the time he reaches the punchline, the crowd is yelling, starting to sound much like the first. Okay. He's just a bad comedian now? That's funny. I got bullied, and now I suck at my job. Too bad. I really want to find this,
This elder of yours, he may have returned a drunk or an invalid.
Maybe. But the search for Persock is just as important as what I find.
Is that right? And what if you return empty-handed, huh?
I hate this
Never
guy.
return empty-handed.
He has powerful moves, but I may have to get rid of him. Just the way it is.
I'll see what I can find.
Lynette Raymont. Father never reads to me. He's always busy with his own books. I never knew my father. Hi, Lord Raymont.
How do you do?
Lord Raymont holds a shipping manifest in his well-manicured hands. Despite his expensive clothes, he has the sallow complexion and restless air of a man who devotes all of his days and most of his nights to work. If you have business to discuss, make an appointment with my attendant. I don't have time for unexpected visitors. Hold on. I have a letter? I don't recall getting a letter. Oh god, I wish there was a search function. I need to search for Raymont. Okay. This feels more like a task. Curran, that's who I'm looking for. Oh, that's right. That's right, okay. Tell somebody about the plan. I unintentionally thwarted the would-be thieves when I stumbled upon their hideout. Okay. Sure, okay.
Well met, friend.
Tell me about yourself. He snaps the pages. I am lord of this house and not prone to idle chatter. If you have no business here, I suggest you be off. I have business here. Here's your letter. He lowers his papers and looks at you for the first time. Is that so? Let me see that. He scans the parchment with the speed of an expert clerk. Look at that experience. When he returns to his city, his tone is brisk and businesslike. You've done this house and the city a great service. I'm certain you will consider this an adequate reward for your labors. You got a ton of experience. Did I get something else? The letter was signed A.D., and that jewel is worth a lot more than 2,000 pounds. Oh. Does that mean anything to you? I suspect it means Abrecken Domenil, the scion of House Domenil. A look of disgust crosses his face. A pampered, pandered lad, if ever there was one. He's ruthless, I'll give them that much. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the wits to match his appetites. What will you do now? Eliminate the competition. Very nice. Tell me about the house. There was once an eminent and admired house. Now they're just a den of thieves. Back in the Direwoods colonial days, the Domenils were respected members of the ducal court, which is why it was so surprising when they remained loyal to Ader during Hadrit's rebellion. When Hadrit and the Direwood won independence, the Domenils lost their favor, but not their wealth. Rather than return to Ader, like other loyalist houses, they dug their heels in here and turned from politics to commerce. In one way of looking at it, they simply partnered with the wrong side, not that they haven't prospered since in their own way. Lately, they've been seeking to carve out new niche for themselves, one right between the Crucible Knights and the Dozens, it seems. What's important about this gem? The heart of White March is nearly a flawless diamond. It's also the patrimony of dwarves of White March. It was seized by an Idarian lord in the early days of colonization, and the dwarves haven't forgotten it. Now the Knights and the Dozens are both bidding for it to make peace offering to the dwarves. Whichever party buys it, the dwarves will make useful allies for Defiance Bay, especially these days. My intellect is super high. That jewel is worth a lot more than 2,000 pounds. Indeed, but notice of a plot does not carry quite the same value. Ouch. Still, far be it from me to sour a fruitful friendship. He produces another purse. Now I trust that will be all. Yeah, okay. We got another 500 copper. Awesome. Okay, that's right. We sent Vivienne out. In the process of tracking the strange storm, Vivienne discovered that the old wizard had somehow transformed herself into a unique type of magical blight. In this storm-like form, she had continued to float around above the Direwood, unable to shift back into her original elf body. Vivienne was able to arduously communicate with her by observing a confusing series of thunderclaps and lightning strikes. The wizard directed Vivienne to her lab in the outskirts of Gilded Vale. After performing a small series of simple operations in her lab, Vivienne was able to return the grateful wizard to her natural form in gratitude. She gave Vivienne a storm-generating rod. Nice. We got a rod of wind and thunder. Neat! Cool. Awesome. It's worth a lot, too. Awesome. Good times. So where is this rod? Is it in my stash? Suppress affliction. Who would I give this to? Should probably give it to her as well. She's my main.
I've got this. It's done.
Nice. Yeah, you can really easily get experience in this game. It's nice. Very nice how they do that for you. Okay, so that's great, but still not what I need. I guess I need to go to the House Domemel and talk to this, could be in Hadrid House. I just don't know. Yep, okay, right. Just current. Hey, pal.
How do you do?
The Orlin man is surrounded by books and scrolls. His wiry hair stands nearly on end, and his ears prick up as soon as you approach. You carry whispers, Cade Nua, Gilded Vale, old voices indeed. How did you know? The Orlin grins. As a cipher, it's my job to know these things. You carry the whiff of ancients. What else can you tell me? Not as much as I would like, unfortunately. My duties for Lady Webb require me to focus my talents elsewhere. He regards a table piled with scrolls. What brings you here? Show him Penhelm's affidavit. Is this affidavit real? Is it signed by you? He holds the page but seems to stare through the words as if something woven in the fabric of the paper. He bares his teeth. I remember Penhelm, a preening peacock of a man, his mouth dry and hands moist when I met him. He was a sole descendant of an Adrian general, one who'd fought against Hadrit's rebellion. A forgery, and not the first I've seen. But I've no time for the knights and their obsessions. Bring this to his commander, Cliver, and show him the seal. Points to the wax stamped by his forged signature. If he compares it with another, he should be able to spot the difference. Alos' gaze flickers to you. Doom a man for the soul the gods gave him? Seems rather unfair. That's true. I only really plan to blackmail him with it, though. So don't worry, Alos. It's fine. It's fine. It looks as though you could use some help. Not at liberty to discuss my work, unfortunately. Dunrid Row ears only. A civilian would need the confidence of Lady Webb before I could share. Tell me about your skills. I check for soul connections. Okay, I understand. Now we make some of the best detectives in the world. Tracing souls, we can look at a person and see where they have been. We'll look at a weapon and see who has touched it. Useful for solving crimes, as you can imagine. Farewell. Okay. Show Penhelm affidavit. Show the affidavit to the commander.
I've got this. I've got this.
Is Lady Webb upstairs? Can I talk to her? Hopefully. That'd be nice. Nobody to talk to. Alright, let's get out of here. At least we can talk to Penhelm. Probably on the stream kind of soonish, guys. Thanks everyone who... Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, it's Penhelm. Oh, uh-oh. This is a big deal. His face is white. Just talked to that little cipher, did you? One of my novitiates told me he'd seen someone in the records room. Give me the affidavit. I've done nothing to you. You're right, take it. Your superiors deserve to know the truth. Cheer up. You always thought you were someone special. Soon everyone will know you are. He draws his sword and spits at your feet. I won't let you ruin me over this. Okay, time to fuck him up, everybody. Let's see here. What else we got here? I swear there's two more guys in here. There he is. Just drop another one in here. Down he goes. Down he goes.
Hey.
Oh, we got back up. That ass. Nice. Crushed him with that shit. 37 crush damage. Nice. Good hits. Good job, team. What a mess. Hi, Velasque. How are you? Oh, he's still alive.
Got him!
Cool. Yeah, sure. Give me all the good stuff.
All right, then.
Got the breastplate. Good for us. Only place I didn't go into was there. I'm sure there's some cool stuff in there. I'm good.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Come on, boys. Let's go.
Well met, friend.
Hi, doorman. I don't recognize you. What business do you have here? Tell me about the house. Its old and respected family, much of Defiant's base prosperity is due to dominal business activities. They did the Baldur's Gate thing? What Baldur's Gate thing? I don't recall what you mean. Any further business? Bye. You'll see me out? Okay. Alright, I guess I'm just leaving then. Farewell. I suppose I need more official business to visit here. Okay. Oh, yeah. We did that in, I think, KOTOR as well. Oh, shit! Hi, Sai, how are you? And friends? Guys, did you have fun tonight? Playing some, Jackbox, I'm sure, this evening. Hello? Thank you, buddy. Hope you guys had fun. Hi, Sparkling Unikitty, how are you? Hi, Miss Tanks. You guys are so much fun. Welcome. We're just playing point and click and do the things. Thank you, Sparkly Unikitty, for the follow. Speaking of Sparkly Unikitties, here's my cat. Her name's Mac. She's here to join the fun. Or to leave, actually, and embarrass me. Thanks, cat. Oh yeah, we're having fun. Yeah, had to put the hat back on because I took a nap today and my hair got screwed up again. But you know how it is. The game is awesome. I love this game. It is fantastic. I did not expect to like this game as much as I do, but I do. It's great. I think this is the right way. Probably. Oh, that's a big number. Damn, dude. Yeah, how's Jackbox tonight? Lots of laughs, lots of lewdness occurred, I'm sure. I know the score. What is this? You asked me for one and I said no, not until you're older and more responsible. Do you remember this conversation? Oh no, this kid got found for, having a cool knife. That's not great. Music's too loud over that for you? No way. Music's all nice and quiet. There we go. Yeah, the music shouldn't have been that loud. That's weird. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I have it as real quiet. Maybe it's spiked for some stupid reason? I didn't do it on purpose, but oh well. Type 69 for gift us. You better do it, guys. It's a good deal. This man means it. Cute. I feel bad for this kid. We got him a knife and now he's in trouble. Gordy's eyes are fixed on the ground in front of him. Yes, sir. Yet I find you out here playing with a blade that clearly belongs to the Knights. Do you see the problem? I didn't steal it, honest. I traded a secret for it. He points at me. Ask her. It is what happened. Yeah. I should lie and say, nope, I didn't do this shit. I've never met this boy before. Nice. It's all good now. Nice. He wants to be a Crucible Knight. I thought it was a good way to get him started in an honorable profession. Is what my son says true? Yeah, it's true. He's just a boy. Do you understand me? What were you thinking, getting him a blade like that? You stay away from him from now on. No, I like your kid. Come on, Gordy. I won't have you loitering out here all day. No, I like Gordy. Oh, shit. Hawk Sam just got a nice gift sub from Sai. Thank you, pal. You have a cat, too? Your cat's a boy and looks like mine? Nice, yeah. Yep, Mac is her name. Named after McCready from The Thing. She's pretty cute. She's over there getting stoned in the catnip box that I made for her. Yeah. From one VIP to another. Oh, brother. We love Hawk Sam. Hawk Sam must be lurking. He hasn't said hi yet. But how you doing, Sam? I know you're around. I know you're just waiting for me to eventually speedrun some Celeste tonight. But I don't think it's going to happen tonight, pal. I apologize. Poor Gordy. I feel bad we got him in trouble. Hopefully we didn't get experience for getting Gordy in trouble? That's a shame. Speedrun, yeah, he got me into playing Celeste, and I've been speedrunning it off stream. It's really fun. My goal is to get it down to an hour. He has been teaching me the hottest tech in Celeste speedrunning technology. It's fun times. It's a great game, too. Even if you don't speedrun it. Well, it's not that surprising. It's kind of surprising, but yeah. I'm not good. I've done one stream of a speedrun. And it didn't go that well. It was my worst run in a long time. I was all nervous and shaky and terrible. So. Oh well. But we're getting there. I'm only 5 minutes away from 1 hour. Once I hit that goal, I'll probably stop speedrunning it. But for now, I'm having fun. It's good times. Is this the armor you wanted, guy? He wavers a moment in disbelief. He looks at you, then back at the breastplate. He reaches for it slowly, as if expecting it to disappear before he can touch it. How did you manage this? You were right about the affidavit. Unfortunately, Benhelm forced me into a fight. It's a shame it ended like that, but he's the lying weasel who started this. You did all I asked, and you are owed much. He withdraws a leather coin purse from his pocket and hands it to you. Stop by Sonild's shop on the other side of the hall. She sells some of the best gear in the city, and I'll see that she opens her inventory to you. Nice. Good times for me. What is the armor to you anyway? More experience. Good times. He looks around, trying to appear casual. It's nothing really, just a keepsake. He tries to look you in the eye, but when he does, he appears to reconsider. He sighs. It commemorates the Order of Magrin, highest order of valor, awarded to the dead, never the living. Us Deerwoodens, real Deerwoodens, we don't have nobility or birthrights, unless you're some copper fucker. Hey, this guy's always using swear words. From Ader, all we got's the honor we bring to our family name. The Order of Magrin is, well, they don't give it out too much. Not often you see a member of the dozens whose revolutionary ties are as good as he says they are. So this, he pauses, considering the weathered metal, a pale image of its former self, but still catching the light, something to live up to. Got business? Nope, we're good. We completed a quest. Of the million that we have, we completed one. All our earnings were lost to bandits? Oh no! Well, that sucks. Let's see. Cool, whatever. He learns fast. I did do pretty well. I'm pretty proud of myself. How you doing tonight, by the way, pal? We'll get there soon. I'm pretty excited. I'm sure we'll get under an hour. Probably within the next couple of weeks. I feel good about it. I still got to get those deaths below like 50, and I think we'll be all set. But we'll see. This should be completed, so I should be able to do something else. Oh, this is a long way off. Yeah. But I need that defense. Yep. So I can now buy from you. That's
Greetings.
good times. Show me your wares. You have not all that much good stuff. What's a snurf? What's a snurf? Is that like Snarf from Thundercats? Once belonging to the wife of a noted animancer known as Snurf, this white gold wedding ring is set with a central pink stone. Cute. Celebration, yeah. Camping supplies, don't really need. Grant summon noble creature. I want this. That's not even that much money. Oh, thank you, Sparkly Unikitty, so much. That's nice. Get that charity emote too, for the sub badge for sure. Okay, so I want this thing. I have to have it. Right. Jeez. I have a million other things I could sell. I don't even need half of this shit. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? I don't need a fine dagger. That doesn't do shit for me. Oh my god. Now, boys, you can both have me. Hee hee hee. That's Simpsons reference. I'm sure you get it. And yes, you can both have me. Get rid of that shit. I don't want to sell my cat. It's worthless. Look at this worthless cat. Yeah, it is a zombie cat. I wish I could equip all my pets, but I can't. You can't see the thing? Well, here's the thing. I took a nap today, so it kind of messed up my hair, but now the hat's going to have messed up my hair even worse, so here it is. That's what we're dealing with today. Actually, it feels really nice to have that out from under the hat. Now I think about it. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. I'm just going to leave it. Yeah. Looks kind of good bad. Yeah. It's the exact right kind of messy. Thank you, Sam. Now I have confidence in myself once again. What else do I want? Whisper of Treason? What does this do? Okay, cool. Plus 12 will. Exceptional items. Sorry, went over you. Does it have a better beard than you guys? I don't know. Sai's got a pretty good beard. Sam doesn't do too bad. His is more of a dusting of beard, but it's nice. Bile stompers? Oh boy. That's gross. Ew. Okay, I feel good about that. Now I have a cool new cape. Let's see. So now you can summon a cool thing. You can now summon noble creature. You can summon a beagle dog? Oh, hell to the hell yeah. Can we do that now? It permits you? Oh, you mean it prevents you from growing one. I think you mean, but yeah. Here's more stubble. Nice. Hey, it works. Works for you. We can now leave this place. Can I summon this beagle outside of combat? Because I want to summon it right now. Like this second. And will he fight with us?
Yes.
Hold on. Oh, well, let me do it. Let me use it. Oh, there it is. Combat only. Okay. Summons a noble creature to fight by your side. There it is.
Hey.
Well, that sucks. Good reason to retire then, right? One of many, I guess. What do I want to do next? I'm not going to stream for much longer, by the way. There's a kitty. Meow. Let's see. What else can I accomplish? I could go to the catacombs. That's a good thing we could start. Let's do that. I'm going to have a rest. And we are going to go in the catacombs and fight Zambos, maybe. Not to mention the entire district that's riddled with Zambos. There's zombies everywhere. That's kind of a recurring theme in these games.
Good day to you.
I need a room, sir. Warm fire. Okay, we're in good shape to start these catacombs. I forget what we're looking for down there. I think just the guy's wife. Hold on. Let's find out. Dalton told me of an entrance to the catacombs in the southwest corner of Copper Lane. In his dreams, she wanders the catacombs beneath the city. He's asked me to venture down there to search for her. It's so heartwarming, and yet so tragic. Hawk Sam, thanks for chilling out, dude. Congrats on your little drumstick. Thanks again, Simply Sai, for the gifted sub, man. Much love to you. I may do a Celeste run off stream after this, so might have a new PB to wake up to, pal. What is going on here? Dead Initiate. As you approach the dead man, you can feel the faint traces of his soul lingering, a stunned uncertainty holding it in place. When you near, without warning, the soul hurries toward you, as though you were a solitary light in the dank gloom of this place come to usher it away. Its essence invades invades your consciousness. You are in a different body now, walking deeper into the catacombs, cloaked in a dark robe with a mask pulled over your face. You're following a familiar path along the canal, heading to a room built around a statue of a figure wearing a robe much like yours. Others await, clothed in hoods and shadows. Creepy. Ahead is another figure dressed like you, traveling in the same direction. You don't know his name, and that's how it's supposed to be. Out of the darkness, something monstrous grabs the other figure. You turn to flee, but find yourself face to face with a troll. The panic pounding through your brain is interrupted by razor-edged teeth and claws. You snap yourself out of the dead man's memory. The corpse lies on the damp and grimy ground. His hood and mask are missing, and his clothes are shredded. Well then. Viscous, foul-smelling sludge ebbs in the trench. Why are we always in sewers? Do we love shit? Are we just shit lovers who love shit? Oh shit. I'm not too worried about a troll, really. We should be in okay shape.
Hey.
Leave it to me.
Easy win. Easy win. The game does get loud when we get in a fight, doesn't it? Dun, dun, dun.
Of course. Hey.
Pretty easy. So far.
All right, then.
Leave it to me.
You're not getting correct. Hi.
I don't know what immune means. Are they just immune to magic? Wish I could do more of these once per encounter, but that is not my lot in life.
Huh?
Margren's fire casts light in dark places.
Indeed. Feel like there's gonna be some secret bullshit down here. Well, we'll take a shitload of money. Thanks again for the awesome raid sign. Jeez, I can't even speak. You give the dog some extra scritches for me, please, and thank you.
Following your lead.
Don't you have a beagle? I can summon your dog right now.
Hey,
I could be wrong about your dog. I could be dead wrong. Maybe it's a Pom. Shit, I forget what dog you have. That's embarrassing.
I have them.
It's a little dog, I know that.
Slow and silent.
Laying low.
Are these more, they are. The passage of time, even the most vivid memories fade. Whether that's blessing or a curse, well, that depends on the memory. I love you, Kickstarter people.
Found
Certain. I knew it. Nice. We got a fine mail armor. Very nice. Fine mail! That's what this stream's all about. More fine mail armor. Good gets.
Take a look at this.
Oh, very interesting. I should wear these because they are in line with her race. Plus, they're better, it seems. Oh boy. Quick death for you, huh?
Leave it!
They really hate him. And I can see why, because he's a dick. Who did 31 damage to him? God, Itumak. My god, you're never leaving the party.
That's it!
hey. Hey, this is why you were traveling alone.
Just marching through this area right now. Gotta end the stream soon, my friends.
Brave Dalton.
My favorite kind of warriors.
Parathis!
Of course.
Brave Dalton, not believe.
Wouldn't like to die here. Let's kill him. Ouch. He's getting crunched right now.
Hey.
Pretty easy win.
I'll take a look.
Any secret switches? I like those. A corpse. We got a pistol. Very nice.
Found something.
Helig of Thane, a lone figure in tattered robes, shuffles across the chamber. Muttering under his breath, as you approach, the figure halts and swivels its head toward you. Its haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores overgrown by a moss-like beard. What's this? Who disturbs Helig's work? Its voice rattles and gurgles like that of a drowning man. You're Helig? Dalton sent me to look for Rona. He leans back and bursts into raucous laughter. His threadbare robes drift apart, revealing an amulet and a ragged wound running from chest to throat. It spatters a black viscous fluid on the floor with every cackle. That old fool is still alive. I do hope he still doesn't bear a grudge for that incident. It was so very long ago. Dalton believes that Rona is in the catacombs. He seems to restrain another bout of chuckling. Oh, you could say that. If you were to retrieve my grimoire from Mordred, I'll let you in on the secret. Alright. Well, hold on. What if I just beat it out of you? He smirks. You could try, but then you'll just end up dead. Alright, what do you need me to do? When Animancy started gaining popularity, I came to Defiance Bay in hopes of finding a place where my research would meet with more acceptance. Worked at the Brackenberry Sanitarium for a few months where I met Mordred. He spits a gob of black blood on the floor. Let's just say Mordred and I didn't see eye to eye. Got so bad we were threatening to kill each other on a daily basis. Obviously, that bastard made good on his threat. He runs a jagged fingernail along his oozing wound, sank a dagger into my chest while I was sleeping, and dumped my body in the catacombs. You used Animancy to save yourself? Oh no! This is magic, and it took a great deal of rather timely preparation, I must say. Even so, it merely anchored my soul to my decaying husk. Nothing like the life that was stolen from me. And yet, you see what little Ingwithan magic can do. My mind is my own, my memory is fresh, my work can continue. And Mordred? Mordred keeps all that is precious to him in a trunk in his lap. Oh, that place, okay. Just as he stole my grimoire. He offers you a key. Oh, okay, I know who he's talking about now. On your way to Brackenberry Sanitarium, then, bring me my grimoire on my revenge, and you can have your Rona. Cool. If there's nothing else, what are you doing down here? Research, a hodgepodge of Animancy and necromancy. I have peace and quiet as well. What are those creatures? Just a few personal projects, sorry. Souls stuck in their mortal shells. Their flesh is dead as mine, though their minds are not well maintained. Okay, bye. Fascinating. Silver locket, dented and tarnished, a faded portrait of a young nobleman rests inside. His face has been worn away by time. Okay, I'll just take the thing.
And what does the flame reveal?
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Not great, not great. Well, that was my bad.
I shall be discreet.
Nice. What's down here? More catacombs? Alright, I'm actually going to save it in the stream. Because I said I was going to, and it's time. And I want to. So yeah, let's do it. Cool beans. Alright guys, thanks once again everyone who joined me. Thank you Sai for the big ass raid. Thanks Kitty for the follow and the biddies. And thanks Sai for the gifted sub to Hoxam. Appreciate it so much, my friends. Let's of course pass on the good times to someone else. I'm going to go ahead and get some more food and maybe play a little bit of Celeste. We'll raid Taka. Yeah, we like Taka. Yeah. So guys, we'll see you on the other side. You have a nice evening. And farewell. Goodbye.